my predictions on the upcoming Barbenheimers for the years 2025 through 2027. So if you don't know, Barbenheimer was in 2023 when Barbie and Oppenheimer released simultaneously on the same day, and it was a massive event. That day released two of the three highest-grossing films of 2023. The one not on that list is Mario, which released in like April or something. Barbie went on to gross 1.4 billion. Oppenheimer went on to gross 900 million. Like in award season and box office, they were both competitors, and people call this one of the greatest events in film history. People have been wondering, will we ever get one of those again? So, we sort of did in November, of 2024, when Wicked and Gladiator 2, released the same day, although it was a lot, smaller than Barbenheimer. Barbenheimer in total grossed $2.3 billion. Gladiator and Wicked, Gladiator 2 and Wicked, grossed $1.1 billion together, so big difference. But here are my predictions on the upcoming Barbenheimers. So first we have this weekend, the weekend I'm recording this, May 23rd, we have Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible 8. So the Mission Impossible franchise always produced blockbusters. No film has reached $1 billion yet, but these films just make money. People go to see these kind of to see this action. Lilo and Stitch, the live-action remakes, the trend with live-action remakes is that they're, critics don't like them, but they make money. For example, some of them, like The Lion King, make billions of dollars. So I think, and the marketing for Lilo and Stitch is crazy. So I think this could be a big Barbenheimer. I think the biggest on this list. Then we skip like 4 weeks to June 20th, 2025. This year we have Pixar's new Elio and 28 Years Later. So honestly, on this, oh man, I almost forgot. And for each of these, I'll be telling who I think will win by that stuff. Sorry, I almost forgot to do that right now. So for this is tough. Honestly, I believe Lilo and Stitch will win. I don't like saying this because I'm not a fan of the trailer for Lilo and Stitch, but I am a big fan of the trailer for Mission Impossible. I want to say Mission Impossible will win, but I think Lilo and Stitch overall will win. It has better score. Well, actually, no. Technically, Mission Impossible has better scores. But people like hate on Mission Impossible 8 at that first hour for some reason. I think I'll try and see it this Tuesday. Lilo and Stitch. I think Lilo and Stitch overall. I think Lilo and Stitch is currently making more. Yesterday Lilo and Stitch made 26 million. Yes. While Mission Impossible made 6 million, which is kind of crazy. So I think Lilo and Stitch will win this. Sorry, I almost forgot. Now let's go back to this. So June 20th, 2025, Elio versus 28 Years Later. So, in this match, I don't think 28 Years Later will be a big blockbuster. I don't think Elio will be a big blockbuster, but I think they could both actually be good, big blockbusters if you combine them two. Pixar movies usually make a lot of money. Like, you could make usually in Hollywood these days, original ideas don't make much money, but with a Pixar movie, or a Disney movie, for example, Frozen, original idea, made a crazy amount of cash. In this battle, I think Elio will win. I don't think 28 Years Later, a lot of people will see it. I think, because of Elio, it's a family-friendly movie, so I think more people will see it. Next, we have the week after, Megan 2 versus F1. And this one's sort of a hard one. We have Blumhouse, and not many people will go to see horror, and we got F1. I think F1 though will win because I think I'm more hyped for Megan 2, but I think F1 would probably win this match because but maybe it'll end up like Top Gun Maverick, or I think it even has the same director as Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick similar to this. It's just that instead of Tom Cruise, we have Brad Pitt. Instead of fighter jets, we have cars. So overall, I think more people would prefer to see F1. Then we have now we're gonna shoot all the way to December, where we have Avatar 3 versus SpongeBob: The Search for the SquarePants. So now this is good. Why does it say May? It's December. Now, this is actually kind of funny one. Obviously, Avatar is gonna crush SpongeBob. I don't think they're really trying to make much money, but um, obviously, it won't stand a chance. Also, a while ago, the director said that there will be nudity in it in the SpongeBob movie. It's kind of funny why they're making an R-rated SpongeBob. We never asked for one. Then we go to February 2026, where we have Scream 7 versus Cat in the Hat. Or I'm not really. I don't really want. I don't want to see either of these. But I know some people will go to see either. Scream. I don't think the Scream movies usually do great at the or like. I don't think they're usually blockbusters. Cat in the Hat. I feel like this one's gonna flop, but it's more family friendly. More people are gonna go see it, so I think Cat in the Hat will win this one. Then we have June 12th, where we have Scary Movie 6 fighting against Steven Spielberg's newest movie. Now, if you don't know, Steven Spielberg is working on some untitled alien project. Or he's making some movie about aliens. I just picked a picture I could find on alien movies. I know this is War of the Worlds. Yeah, and not his movie. I don't think the scary movies usually do well at the box office, but, people consider Cats and Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker a Barbenheimer. And Cats didn't even do so well, so I think we could consider this a Barbenheimer. Obviously, Steven Spielberg's movie will win. The scary movies have, historically low scores. I think the fifth one has a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes, making it in the 100 worst films of all time by Rotten Tomatoes. Overall, I think more people care about Steven Spielberg's movies. Steven Spielberg has had some big blockbusters, let me think, Jurassic Park, E.T., the Jurassic Park sequels, my favorite one of them all, Ready Player One, a lot of different ones. Okay, let's go to, then we have July 31st, where we have Spider-Man 4 versus a Paw Patrol movie. It's kind of funny that what's funny? The week before this, there's Paw Patrol movie 3. And they're having some kind of Dino Paw Patrol movie a week afterwards. Man, obviously, Spider-Man 4 is gonna win. The fact that whoever made this even thinks they can win is actually kind of concerning. Spider-Man will probably end up making something close to $1 billion. Paw Patrol probably not even probably if it's lucky gets to at most 200 million if it's lucky. Then we have December 18th, 2026. This is probably going to be peak cinema day. We have Avengers Doomsday versus Dune 3 versus Ice Age 6. In this one, first, we can eliminate Ice Age 6. Who cares about Ice Age 6? Then we have Doomsday. Now I'm starting to believe maybe Dune might not flop. Honestly, of this, obviously Avengers is going to win. I think, honestly, Dune could actually, although Dune could be like Oppenheimer. It's still extremely successful, but not on top. Then we have the following week, December 25th, 2026, where we have Shrek 5 versus Robert Eggers, I think his name is. I think that's how you pronounce it. Eggers Werewolf. I hope I'm pronouncing it. Werewolf. It's so recently he made Nosferatu, so he's making a new movie about werewolves. So obviously Shrek 5 will win. The Shrek movies make crazy amounts of money at the box office. Even the first one, and that's when Shrek was a brand new thing. It made well over $400 million and was a big success. Even ones that that are genuinely hated on, like the third and fourth. Me personally, I don't think I've seen any of the Shreks, or I might have a long time ago, but I I've forgotten about them. So, but obviously Shrek will win. Werewolf might, I think critics will prefer Werewolf, but Shrek 5, I think more people will go because it's more family friendly. Werewolf, only a few people will go to see. Then we go to March 26, 2027, where we have Godzilla x Kong 3 versus The Legend of Zelda. Personally, I'm rooting for Godzilla x Kong. I've never played the Zelda games, so I'm not too hyped for the Zelda movie. So, the Godzilla X Kong, I'm a big fan of it. Actually, this is not the same day, but another one you can add to this list is, 1 week before the Sonic 4 releasing. So, yeah, but between these two, I honestly think Godzilla will win. I have a feeling Zelda's not gonna do too well. Honestly, so I think it'll be like, I think it'll do well. No, okay, Uncharted did actually do well, so I was wrong. I think, okay, Uncharted did like at the box office did actually really well, but I think it'll be like flop like most video game movies. So I think Godzilla will win. And besides, the Godzilla movies are very successful. And then we have another massive one, a 3-time one. This again, Avengers. We have Avengers 6, Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Golem, and Star Wars: New Jedi Order. So yes, we're getting a Star Wars movie. I actually cannot believe we're actually getting another Star Wars movie. So between these, I think Avengers will easily clear. I think because I think Star Wars, because they're all like confirming all these different projects and then they're not making them. So I think people are not gonna know if they're actually making this. So they're not hyped. Avengers, obviously, it's Avengers. Lord of the Rings, I know a lot of people are hating on the Lord of the Rings. This Lord of the Rings prequel. I honestly, they were successful, the Lord of the Rings movies, but I don't think they'll be like the most successful things. And you know what? I want to go through these again. I want to explain which one I'm most hyped for. I said which ones I think will make money. So I want to know also which ones I'm most hyped for, because I want to also include that. So let's go through them. I've forgotten all about them. Let's erase them from my mind. Okay. Next, so May 23rd, Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible 8. I'm more hyped for Mission Impossible. Lilo and Stitch trailer looks extremely ridiculous. No offense to Disney. Mission Impossible trailer looks peak. I'm going for Mission Impossible. What's next? Elio versus 28 Years Later. I have no idea what Elio's about, but I don't want to see 28 Years Later. I think I'm gonna have to go with 28 Years Later because I have no idea what Elio's about. 28 Years Later. I watched the second trailer when I was going to see The Accountant 2, and I think also Sinners, but it's a tiny bit better, but still I'm not too hyped. But this is just a bad day. I'll just say bad day in cinema. June 27th, 2025. Megan 2 versus F1. I like to see both, but I'd rather see Megan 2. Megan 2 looks like it could be really good. It's hilarious, but they both look good. They both look good. Okay, let's go to like Avatar 3 versus SpongeBob. I'd like to see the SpongeBob movie, but Avatar 3, it's one of my most hyped movies upcoming. I'll pay whatever I need to get there. Avatar 3. Scream versus Cat in the Hat. I mean, I'm not really hyped for Cat in the Hat. I'm not really hyped for Scream. I mean, Scream could be interesting, but not likely. So this is like not a good one. I guess I gotta say Scream. Next, let's go here. Scary Movie versus Steven Spielberg movie. Which one am I more hyped for? I've never seen any scary movie. I've never seen any scary movie. I never want to. They don't even look interesting. The Steven Spielberg movie could be interesting. So I'll say the Steven Spielberg one. Then Spider-Man 4 versus Paw Patrol movie, easily Spider-Man 4. Not even a question. Let's go. Okay, Doomsday and Ice Age 6. Ice Age 6, get out of here. We never asked for you. Now, okay, Dune and Avengers. I am very hyped for Avengers, but Dune Messiah is my most hyped upcoming movie. So I'm gonna have to say Dune Messiah on this one. Okay, let's go here. I don't really want to see Shrek. Werewolf actually could be good. I actually want to see Nosferatu. So I think I'm gonna go with Werewolf actually, surprisingly. Here I said I think I'm gonna go with Godzilla. Never seen any Zelda movie, so I'm gonna go with Godzilla. And lastly, okay, this is actually a good one. I'd like to see Lord of the Rings. I'd actually really like to see Star Wars. I'll go see Star Wars movies. But I'm gonna say Avengers. That'll be all for today on predicting the next Barbenheimers. Who will win in these Barbenheimers and who I'm more hyped for in these Barbenheimers. Drop down in the comments if you think of any other Barbenheimers. Now this I should stop saying Barbenheimer. Now these are just the ones from 2025 to 2027. So far. Also, release dates could change. So, for example, Mutant Mayhem was gonna come out in 2026. Now it's in 2027, sadly. So obviously there are release date changes. Also drop down in the comments which of these you're most hyped for. I'm most hyped for either whatever this thing is in 2020 at the end of 2027, or Doomsday. It's so fun saying Doomsday. Doomsday. And I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.